Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Michael for Spirit Comics. If you're new here, please do subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Also, please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and share it around. Don't forget to comment. Thank you to those who have subscribed to my channel recently and do leave your comments. I do appreciate you very much. Yes, I do. This is a reprint of Captain Marvel #1 that came out in 2012, written by Kelly Sue DeConnick. I don't know much about her work. I just know what I've read in here, so that's what we'll discuss, this particular book. Now, first off, the cover, I can tell this is a close-up of her breast design here. However, that leaves a lot of yellow space that seems to be unused. And of course, the blue is the bottom, the side and bottom portion of her breast design. Then the top here, which has Captain Marvel in yellow against the red, is this portion right here. The costume is, well, it's one I've gotten accustomed to seeing, but it's not a great costume. Now, it starts out with this. You know, Miss Marvel Unmasked, an exclusive with Earth's Mightiest Hero, and down here it says, plus bid on the old Miss Marvel costume for a good cause. Okay. Now, I think most people will agree that between the two, this is the better costume. Anyways, getting into the story, my first impression was, wow, is this a comic book or a painting? Because it does not look like a comic book, even though there's Captain America. Now, the back and forth between Captain America and Captain Marvel is kind of goofy. They're fighting some weirdo by the name of Creel, C-R-E-E-L. And it's almost like she's ordering him around, because even the bad guy notices that. Because first off, she says, "Behind you, the shield now." She's telling Captain America that she's behind him and wants the shield. He says, "Yes, ma'am." And the bad guy says, "You letting the little missus give you the orders now? Wouldn't catch me getting bossed around by no broad." I have to agree, you know, Captain America's been around much longer than she has. He has the seniority on her. He has more experience than she does. And yet, she's telling him what to do. And Captain Marvel says, "This broad left the service a full-bred colonel. So technically, I outrank him." And Captain America says, "I've been trying to get you demoted for years. Don't I know it?" Well, to me, it really doesn't matter if she left the service a full-bred colonel. The name is Captain Marvel. Captain America. Same rank. Ugh. And this is even questionable. Say, Cap, what would happen if Creel were to get his hands on that shield of yours? Captain America says, no stronger substance on the planet or the moon. Why, I can't imagine how powerful he'd be, sir. So over the page, we see Captain Marvel getting ready to attack the bad guy. And I have to say, whatever style of drawing this is, yeah, I'd say it's kind of cool. Because Captain America's keeping her busy. And she says, the fabric is Stark designed and impermeable, so I can keep it on him long enough. He'll pass. And apparently it's that strong because she sticks it around his head, keeps it on his head. He keeps talking like an idiot. And then, boom, he eventually falls to the ground, exhausted, out of breath, out of everything. And I do have to say, the artwork does focus on Carol's attributes a lot more than some of the other incarnations of Captain Marvel. Anyway, Captain America is on her about joining the Avengers, and she's trying to avoid it. He's also on her about taking the name Captain Marvel. And she says, Captain Marvel is dead, Steve. He was a good man and a real hero to many. Too many things were taken from him. I won't take one more. And Steve says his name wasn't Captain Marvel. His name was Marvel. And I don't mean to be unkind here, but you took his name a long time ago. Of course, she can't say anything to that. And she just says that's not exactly how it went. Well, maybe not, but my point remains. Captain Marvel wasn't his name. It was his mantle now. It's his legacy. He wanted you to have it. Now, see, that's the problem that Marvel Comics got themselves into. I think around, 2015? When they started creating all these other characters and giving, legacy characters the same names. Anyways, then she says, so you're saying you don't like Miss Marvel? You're so old-fashioned, Cap. You're not the first one to point that out. He says, bottom line is you've led the Avengers. You saved the world. Quit being an adjutant. Take the mantle. Then Spider-Man enters the picture. Oh, I love this. Captain America says, unless you don't think you can handle it. She says, did you just dare me? And he grins. You can see him grinning right there. Your Air Force always works. Captain America, you have a call from the president on the landline. I should probably take that. Okay, since when is Spider-Man a member of the Avengers? And this is funny. Captain Marvel says to him, Spider-Man says, did you do something different with your hair? I'm trying a thing. Tread carefully. I could vaporize you on a whim. Awesome. Follow me, she says. Uh-oh, where are we going? Seriously, I love your hair. I don't want to be vaporized. Then she wants to know his opinion on the name Miss Marvel. All of a sudden, he gets these biceps he didn't have a page ago. Really weird. Because, look at this. I mean, he just looks like a... Well, yeah, he did. It's just not very noticeable. She wants to know what he thinks of Miss Marvel. And Spider-Man says, if I say I don't like the name, are you going to vaporize me? Maybe. Then I love it. Ha! And so he says, okay, you know what? I don't think you need any more practice. Let's go get a bite to eat. So she says that she can't because she's got to go look in on someone. And she's flying all the way across town. She's thinking of someone by the name of Helen Cobb. And she's thinking about her origin, or at least one of them. A lot of different stuff that's going through her head. And she's flying across town and then out into space. And this happens. I'm going to skip all the dialogue because this seems to be really strange. Okay, notice at first, this is her. She looks kind of busty. She has a mask. And she flies so high up into the atmosphere, she lets herself fall. And she says at the speed of Mach 3. And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like the mask is burning away or something on re-entry, but the rest of her isn't. And then all of a sudden, she's this. It's like she's gone from one cup down to another cup smaller, and her mask is gone. Okay. And she's in somebody's house the next morning, trying to help the place out. And it's a bunch of idle chit-chatter that just goes nowhere. Then she's shown this. A newspaper article. Historic Aviation Club, Helen Cobb pilot, Powder Puff Derby winner, 1958. I mean, it doesn't really say what's going on with Helen Cobb. Is she dead or what? But then she remembers something that happened years ago when she and Steve Rogers went to meet her. And they have a very pleasant chat, and nothing is revealed about Captain Marvel. But this Helen Cobb does say that she and several other women out-tested John, Glenn, and the rest of the men back then, or something or other. And then we see this. Forest Lawn Cemetery, now in Houston, Texas. So there's Captain Marvel amongst all these other people. And she's holding what looks like ashes. So she flies up into space and she lets those ashes go. So I'm guessing that's the ashes of Helen Cobb. We're not really told if that is indeed Helen Cobb. So that's it. It was a quick read, but only because it was kind of, you could say, predictable from one page to the next. Although I did love the art. It was very, very different. What did you guys think of this one if you got it in 2012? Let me know down in the comments. I am Michael for Spirit Comics. Please do subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Also, please do give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it around. Don't forget to comment down below. Till next time, true readers.